Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Clark, research analyst for Money and Markets, here with your weekly marijuana market update. It has been a bit of a couple weeks since we've last posted, just because our team has been meeting to kind of look ahead to 2022 and kind of what we have on the horizon there. I think we've got a lot of great, exciting stuff planned out. So make sure you stay tuned, and we'll let you know more about what we have coming up as we approach the new year. Also, do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you get notified each and every time we post a new video. Just make sure you click that notification bell right there, or mash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, and then you get notified every time we put up a new video. We've got a lot of great weekly features that we put up on YouTube, including Ask Adam Anything. This is where I get to sit down with our chief investment strategist, Adam O'Dell, and ask him any question from you, from me in general, and get his insights into the stock market. Then we have Investing with Charles. Green Zone Fortune's co-editor Charles Sizemore and I sit down and talk all things related to stocks and the economy, including comparing stocks to give you the best investment advice. And then we have The Bull and the Bear, which is our weekly podcast where I show you trends and analysis that move the market. All these series are on our YouTube channel. Plus, we're looking at maybe adding even more to our YouTube channel. So make sure you stay tuned and find out more about that. Now, today, I'm going to talk about the state of cannabis stocks and what's next. I'm going to show you that potential investors in cannabis stocks seem to care more about profits and less about sales and forward-looking progress of companies. I'm also going to tell you about an American company that's poised to break out with recent legalization news. Now, I think it's safe to say that as a cannabis investor, it has not necessarily been the easiest of years for you. We started strong at the first of 2021. Talk about federally legalizing marijuana in the United States reached a height. Members of the U.S. Senate were starting to talk about the matter relatively seriously, and stocks had a nice run up, and we saw nice gains across the broader market. But since then, as with a lot of things involving Congress, cannabis has taken a back seat, and companies remain left to their own devices. We can look to the Money and Markets Cannabis Index to track the performance of the broader cannabis market. The index looks at U.S. traded cannabis companies with market caps of more than $10 million and equally weights the index so that not one stock outweighs the other. And as you can see, in February, the index jumped from a baseline of 100 in January to more than 260, which more than doubled its value. Of course, that's when we started hearing about legalization talk in Congress, which it really excites investors that are basically outside of cannabis that don't necessarily traditionally invest in cannabis stocks. That lasted about a day before cannabis stocks pulled back and continued downward into August, where the index reached a low of 148.49. Then we started to see a push up in late September, where the index climbed to 187.64. Still not February numbers, but better than it had been for months. It was followed by another pullback, followed by a new high of 194.21 in mid-November. Then another pullback into where we are now, which is right about 159.6. That's 60% up from the beginning of the year, but 41% off the index's 52-week high from back in February. So needless to say, since February, it's been extremely volatile in the cannabis market. Now, as for individual companies, multi-state operators aren't doing too bad if you look just at a 30,000-foot view of the numbers. In the third quarter of 2021, 10 of 11 top MSOs saw positive change in revenue quarter over quarter. Now, pull out year over year, and all 11 analyzed by Marijuana Business Daily actually grew. Columbia Care Incorporated, which trades over the counter with a ticker symbol of CCHWF, reported 132.3 million in quarterly revenue, which was up 21% from the previous quarter and up a whopping 144% from the prior year. Now, remember, cannabis companies did very well during the coronavirus pandemic in 2020, and for a company to show 144% gain in top-line revenue after that is actually pretty impressive. However, the company did report a loss of $37.2 million for the quarter, which is exactly what potential investors are looking at. In fact, 6 of the 11 MSOs analyzed reported losses in the third quarter despite increasing sales. Now, Columbia Care, if we look at its stock, Columbia Care, to give you a little background, it holds licenses to sell cannabis-based health products in 18 jurisdictions in the U.S. and the European Union. It's got 99 dispensaries and 31 cultivation and manufacturing facilities around the globe. Now, reporting a 21% quarter-over-quarter and 144% year-over-year increase in revenue would suggest the stock should be pretty hot with investors. But as you can see, it's not. Since reaching a high of $7.65 per share in February, the stock has been in a consistent downtrend, reaching $3.04 as of my recording today, which is more than a 60% drop from its 52-week high. Investors seem to be worried more about the lack of legalization movement coupled with the $37 million loss the company reported. But true cannabis investors can look beyond that and spot a company with good potential. With Columbia Care, you have a multi-state operator that has a footprint in the European Union. And now Germany is on the verge of opening up one of the largest markets in the EU by legalizing cannabis. And Columbia Care is positioned to exploit that because as a true cannabis investor, you would know that. A true cannabis investor would spot the fact that Columbia Care is already selling its products in the UK and in Germany, including starting a joint venture with Moeller Pharma GmbH in 2019 to sell cannabinoid-infused products. Now, I think Columbia Care has the potential to see a nice bounce back from its lows with a little more upside momentum, could present a good buying opportunity for long-term investment. Again, we like to buy high and sell higher, so I want to see this company tick up higher, possibly with an announcement that it's going to increase its operations in Germany a little bit more. Right now, it's pretty limited, but they do have a footprint there. And I think if they were to announce, a stronger footprint there in coupling with Social Democrats' move to legalize cannabis in Germany, I think we could see a nice bounce up, and that momentum could carry us to create a nice buying opportunity, even at a relatively discounted price. The bottom line is, a smart cannabis investor, you have to look beyond the bottom line and the lack of news headlines related to legalization in the U.S. Of course, the U.S. is the largest market, but that doesn't mean companies that think ahead and position themselves for the future shouldn't be discounted. As long as traditional investors are only looking short-sighted potential and not for the long term, cannabis stocks are going to continue to struggle. But that could open up nice buying opportunities like Columbia Health for smart cannabis investors like you. Now, if you do have a question about a cannabis stock or the broader market, just email me. That email address is feedback@moneyandmarkets.com. We'll put that email address down below here, feedback@moneymarkets.com, or you can comment below here on YouTube. Send us a question or maybe a video of you asking a question, and if we use it, then we're going to send you some free Money and Markets gear, like a t-shirt, like you can check out this t-shirt here, hats, sweatshirts, all sorts of good stuff that we have that we will send you if you send us a question and we use it. And 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to use it. Don't forget about all the great content we have on our YouTube channel. I talked about it at the top. It's the best investment insight for you, and it is absolutely free. You can follow me on Twitter as well, where I give you even more insights, not just in the cannabis market, but the broader market in general. My Twitter handle is investwithmattc. That's investwithmattc, and you can find me on Twitter. Thank you to everyone who watches our videos each and every week. We do it because we want to bring you the best insights into not just cannabis, but to broader investing and help you bolster your profits in your portfolio. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you to check out Money and Markets each and every day as well. There, Adam, Charles, and I provide you with new content that gives you safe, sound, smart, simple investing information for you and your portfolio. I'm Matt Clark, research analyst for Money and Markets, host of the weekly marijuana market update. Until next time, everyone, safe trading.